How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright, so to speak. Oh, there's an echo.
Why?
Okay, maybe it's gone now. I could hear us twice, but it's alright. Or why am I don't know. Are you in a different office?
Yeah, we moved offices, remember?
Of course, yes, I just literally highlighted it, my bad. Yeah, I don't know how I am. I'm flat and I'm confused and probably what the Western society medical people would say having an episode or coming out of an episode. Haven't decided. I've smoked a bit of weed. Though I do find it interesting on days like today where I have been vaping weed and like I'm at my desk. It's been a crazy day already. I was just saying to a friend on Messenger, I was like, I can't imagine being someone who never smoked weed before and then tried to like smoke according to the instructions. Like, I've had fuck all comparison to what my thing says. Alright, let's just get into it because every time I have one of these fucking bullshit things happen, in my head, all I think about is the fact that I can't get through everything in the time I've got with you. Thank God group therapy starts next week.
Yes, it does.
Yes, the lady's lovely. So, I've 100% fucking finally admitted that I'm absolutely never doing another psychology degree after this one. It's just not going to happen. I've absolutely lost all fucking interest, or more, should I say. It's going to come out like I'm real angry because I'm like.
You mean like your post grad?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
a post grad?
This I got to finish these, and I'm done with psych. Philosophy is what I've been saying since day dot. I am a storyteller. I'm a writer. I'm a reader. I'm a big picture person to the point where I've just had a really shit fucking couple of days.
When I first met you, you told me, I want to do this. I want to be a psychologist, but I never want to do what you do.
I bloody would. I would.
That was your first appointment.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
So nothing's changed, and that's okay.
Yeah, well, because I got really confused along the way, and I mean I get confused all the time. There are so many different versions of me happening at the moment. Like all my broken pieces make up me, except that now I'm seeing simultaneously different versions of things happening, and it's just I'm not where I want to be. I can see that, but I've also been trying to convince myself that it is psychology I want all these degrees in, and then I will go back to philosophy, because psychology, in my ego's mind, my head, is a far more, say, reputable or credible degree, given everything I'm studying is solely going towards my storytelling degree. And I know what I just said was bullshit, because philosophy is what I want to do. It's what I'm going to do. I have been asked to apply for honours again. Like, I got the email yesterday, like, and I'm just like, everything is just smacked me in the fucking face, and yeah, like I'm ecstatically happy, even though it definitely isn't coming across like that I've realised this.
Not today.
If I didn't have to do his last psych units to actually fucking finish my degree, I wouldn't. I'm just going through the motions now, trying to get through them, because I have realised that the content of what I love about psychology, I love it. But I've also got booklets coming out my ears with shit that I still don't know as it is, and I'm trying to say to myself, I'll get through this. This is backup. This is, I know I can do it if all these things are in place to help me. Problem is, I don't have help in the sense of structure, this, that, and all the things that I didn't even fucking realise were problems until I ended up living alone on disability. For most of my life before this, I had either a family, a housemate, a partner, my own corporate career. Like, everything was in place. I am floundering. I'm like so over everything. And crying my eyes out over an assignment on a lab report that I never ever want to do again, ever. And then I find out that there's one in research. So I'm just like, hold on a minute. I take the step back and I'm like, why am I doing this? I say to you, like you said, day dot, I don't want to be a psychologist. Many, many reasons why, but I don't. I want to understand things. I've been doing psych with the pretense of understanding myself to help others. Understanding myself, first and foremost, is you're probably not meant to be doing something that makes you cry constantly. I knew journalism wasn't for me because I had a panic attack every time I walked into class. And I straight away was like, it's not for me. Oh. So I ended a friendship because it turns out I just end friendships. Like, people annoyed the fucking shit out of me so bad that I don't know what happened. Something happened on Tuesday, and since it's the first time since this family stuff that's gone on in January, we're in fucking August. Yeah, I can only say what I can call is a mild version of DBT rage. It was bad. It was, thank God I have weed. I'm gonna smoke a buck a fucking lot of it before I start breaking shit. Like, full bad. Like, everything hit me. I got the severe suicidation got me. Self-harming urges through the roof. And we're not talking just cutting. We're talking smashing my head into the cupboard over and over and over again. Oh, just so...
So were you smashing your head into the cupboard over and over again?
No, I was using what little fucking willpower I felt like I had left at the time to not do that. I thought so.
Okay. Which friendship are we cancelling here?
Rachel's, the one I met from Reddit, my uni friend. You know, she's already finished her degree. I don't even know. So, the two people I speak to most of my life are Rachel and Grant, right? Now, Grant married a Filipino woman. She's my age. He just had his 60th birthday. She was, I don't know, visa stuff. Not really my thing, but now we're all up to date. I went to his 60th birthday drinks and I met the wife for the first time. Now, we're all allowed our own opinions about stuff. I wouldn't date someone more than 5 years older than me, so I don't get a 27-year age gap. And I do fully see what Rachel was saying, but I asked her to please stop calling him a predatory old man, right? And
what old man?
Predatory, you know, like preys on women.
Yeah. Because she happens to be from the Philippines.
Because the woman is outright is younger than him and from the Philippines. Yes, right. Now Grant has been my biggest number one support.
Yeah, always.
He's the one that comes with me to everything. Right? I'll admit, this wedding of his took place obviously during a very short period where we weren't in each other's lives, because I was shocked out of the fucking when he told me. But that was by the time she'd already gone back there and a visa stuff. I mean, Jesus, I'm Kiwi. I've lived here 18 years. I'm not even a fucking permanent residency. I don't have enough time to go down that
regardless,
way.
You have a friend who's being kind of attacked unnecessarily by another friend.
Yes, and in this moment, everything had just exploded. And I did this. I have not had any other things happening in my head since Tuesday night. And all I've done is write to try and fucking get this to make sense. So I got very angry, like, immediately. Angry to the point where I was just like, it was almost like I knew this was coming. And I'd had a fucking weird day. I was in absolute agony. I'd taken a decent amount of Oxy, and I'd been trying to avoid the vape because I didn't want to get stoned. Well, that went out the window, so I've been stoned basically since. For fuck's sake. Right, yeah, I got really, really mad, and I said something along the lines of, since we're throwing stones, and this is all on text message, obviously, I just started letting go with every single thing I haven't said that I think about our relationship, our friendship, or about things I've noticed. Kind of like the whole Ned Flanders on The Simpsons, where he's so polite until he literally just fucking loses it. That's what happened. She didn't deserve it on any level. Nobody deserved it. It was fucking bad. Like, bad. So, I got stoned. I ended up, because I was so heightenedly aware of what was happening, and I was trying to pull myself back out of it, right, before I just kept attacking, because I was in attack mode at this point, right?
And you identified it, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And all I wanted to do was just unfortunately, I know exactly what to say usually, and there's this part of me that's, the word coming to mind is evil right now. So fucking dark, right? And I identified what was happening. I was halfway through another message when I pulled myself out of it and I transferred it over, and then I kept writing, because at this point I was like, okay, this is not even about her anymore. This is obviously about whatever, I don't even know. And I wrote and wrote and wrote, and I didn't even cry. It was like this weird fucking double version of me happening. I'm like, okay, I do not believe in attacking people on any level. And I really thought I was doing better. And I can see that I am doing better, but I wasn't the level of the bitch that I can be or have been, but I was still a very, very horrible person. And then it just gets worse. So at this point, like, I'm awake until like 2:30 in the morning. Actually, it must have been Monday. I don't fucking know. Whatever day it was. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think it was Tuesday. So I'm awake until whatever time. I've already realised, like, there's no way I'm going to uni on Wednesday. Yeah, it must have been Monday. So I saw Andrew, the neighbour, on the day after I initially attacked her, right? And I remember sitting with him in the sun on the porch and saying to him, it's not what I believe in. I should never have done it. It's absolutely fucking appalling. Like, I don't want to hurt her on any level. And he had literally, in the meantime, knocked on the door nanoseconds before I'm about to start this war again, because I've woken up at 2:30 in the afternoon to messages. And I just straight back into the fuck you, fuck everyone mode. I talked with him and I got to a better place, yes. Talked it all out. As he was here, and I was like, obviously, you know, the whole don't say something if you can't say anything, you know, say nothing if you can't say anything nice, all of that. Now, mind you, I'm just clearly what feels like raging. But I know rage is a very intense word, so I'm going to go mildly raging to try and help put it in some sort of, yeah. I mean, poor Andrew copped it. I mean, it was just like, you don't want to be in the vicinity of me, because at this point, I just was angry at the world. And I thought, I tell him, I'm so sorry what I said to her. I didn't want to say it to her. I feel so bad for saying it to her. I'm so grateful you knocked on the door when you did, so that I didn't send the message. Well, I did once he left.
Send the message.
Yeah. Tell me what the fuck. I know, right? And then I'm just like, I don't know what's happening. So this is Tuesday at this point. And I'm just going, fuck this. I don't know what's happening. More weed. And just trying to... What do I know? And then, like, we obviously had... Well, she had replied to a few things.
Did she reply?
Yeah. Yeah, she did. I just went, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I've done exactly what I said that I'd never do. And I remember writing a blog about it, going, man, I wonder how married people would deal with this situation, because when it's a friendship, I just end it. And then I'm like bitching and complaining about the fact that I spend all of my time alone. Then it's like, oh, look, you can do the math, woman. You're not a dummy. You end friendships, ergo, there's no one in your life, right? And I'm just like... So at this point, I'm just like, I'm fully becoming an even bigger recluse, because it's like, clearly, I'm literally today, before this, have been doing self stuff. The version of myself that I see, I obviously am not even a little bit on the same par with what other people see, except maybe in my last couple of days worth of videos, because I'm very obviously agitated and irritated and all over the place.
Well, today's Thursday and we're still there.
I still got bullshit in front of me.
You got one in front of you?
Bullshit. Uni stuff, though. I will be honest and say I haven't really achieved almost anything, but I'm slowly but surely.
Well, you're not going to all that.
No, I know. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Is it, all right. Is it rectifiable? Yes, that's the word I'll use.
I would say it probably is, but the thing is, I'm in this internal fucking war because there's a half of me that really does want to fix it, and then there's the other half of me that has just had enough.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, no, that's what I keep saying. Like, it's like I can
the had
see.
enough feeling is the one that's fleeting. That's the one that shifts. How do married people deal with it? I don't think they actually love each other every single minute.
Of course I don't. I don't think marriage is even like a thing that should be anymore. I'm just using it as the example of you're like...
but we'll go with committed long-term relationship people. They tolerate moments when they don't like each other very much because they have a choice about their life.
She is a much better person than me in sense of so much stuff, right? But it's just, like I said, obviously we got in a war, but I said stuff that I'd been bottling up because I didn't want to add to her plate. I shouldn't have said it the way I say it. I'm aware.
So there's a lesson there in
I know
expressing
what the
things
lesson...
in a timely fashion.
Yes, sure, but, you know, they're not always that simple. I used to be one of those people who were like, I say it exactly as it is. I'm blunt, I'm upfront, I'm straightforward. Now I'm realizing that though that version of that type doesn't necessarily make you a good person. I didn't give a fuck what the next person thought. Now I do. So I didn't just blurt it all out to her because I didn't know how to say it, some of the stuff. I didn't know when to say it. Oh, that's right, I never see her. Our entire relationship is on fucking line and text message. I can't do it anymore. Like, there's no time for anyone. Well, you know what? People keep acting or treating me like I'm this stupid fucking dumb cunt when it's like, oh, I don't know, I used to have a corporate job. I raised my ex's kid basically full-time for 6 years. I've owned a couple of houses. I was an international fucking traveler. Like, yes, I'm on disability and I spend all my fucking time alone, but, you know, I actually know what the fucking real world is. And, I always manage to fit my friends in. I've seen this woman 3 times in real life since I've known her. And I can't keep doing that. I feel like I'm better off not having this stuff than having someone who's 20 minutes away and we're in the 8th fucking month. Like, I think she is beautiful and I love her and I do, but... she is so fucking much like Mr. X, which is driving me obviously even more crazy. But it's like, I don't know how to go forward from this. I can apologize, and I have apologized for how I spoke to her, but
you still mean some of the things that you said.
I mean all of the things that I said. I don't actually say stuff I don't mean. I just say it wrong.
Yeah. So what do you want her to know? Say it right.
I don't know. That's the thing. It's the same with my family. I cannot do superficial relationships anymore. I can't with anybody.
They don't have to be superficial if you ask for what you want.
I do ask for what I want. I want a deep, meaningful relationship with everybody in my life. I don't know other people who feel the same way. Yeah? I literally said to her...
What does that mean? Do you want to see them in person? So you have to start with, do you want to come over?
Oh my God, do you actually say that like you think I haven't said that before? I have asked every single fucking person I know, do you want to catch up in person? Do you want to do this? Do you want to study together? You want to go for a walk together? You want to do this together? I'm not asking anymore. I'm done. I'm done feeling like some fucking desperate person who has absolutely no goddamn friends in the real world. So I'm done. I'm so over this. I'm a fucking recluse, let's just face it. The only time I need to leave my house is to go to damn group therapy. And that's it. That'll be the next time I go out. Group therapy. Everything can be delivered. I've got no uni campus for the next 2 weeks. And I am now just becoming more and more and more fucking aware of the fact that people don't see me the way I do. I clearly need to just stay by my damn self. And if not only has Grant's wife come back and all this bullshit's happened there, his wife is back. Ergo, I no longer have my friend to talk to every day. The two fucking people I spoke to the most, I'm done. And in a weird way, it's almost like this had to happen because I'm so sick and tired of feeling like I am not good enough. And it apparently is everywhere in my life. So I'd rather just slowly but surely do university, fuck psych off to holy hell, because look, I put this shit on the internet. Who was going to register me? And so they shouldn't. You know, I'm the patient. I am the client. I am clearly not ready to fucking be transitioned out of therapy. Oh, that was a lovely thought. Not real. I'll put it to you this way. If I still had full private health insurance that I used to pay for, I would be calling the private psychiatric hospital and just asking to check myself in for 3 days or something to just... Not because I'm dangerous, not because I'm going to hurt myself, blah, blah, blah. I just need someone else to help me because I just feel like a child right now who just is finally seeing what I haven't been able to see. Oh, shush now.
Okay. Well, I think this comes down to the shades of gray. I'm not saying that your friend Rachel, who you've only seen 3 times in however long it's been.
Like, I thought it was 2 years. This all started because I was asking for a reference for that stupid support work thing. Oh, yeah. But yeah, she said it's been roughly 1.5 years or so.
Okay, well, 3 times is not a lot of time.
Oh, I know.
That you have, you know, if you've asked for what you want and you're not getting it, and you've explained to somebody why it is that you want what you want, like this is what a connected relationship is for me, is about seeing each other in person. And I have feelings of isolation and I do want things to be different, and you continue to beat your head against the wall with rejection, then I can understand that that's probably not going to work. Unless they have very valid reasons as to why they can't or don't.
They have their reasons, and I've already said more than enough about her, and I can't talk about her. But I can tell you right now, having actually lived in the real world, which I'm fucking sick of people acting and thinking like I haven't. Yeah, no, I don't accept them. I don't accept them.
What people are you referring to there?
I don't know. Probably the imaginary people in my head, let's face it. And she says something about the fact that, like, we can't catch up because you can't get a babysitter. I'm like, it's a fucking coffee. Who cares? I would like a relationship with your child, and I can't do it. It's like, to me, it's okay. Like what an online relationship would be like. People think they're in love. They don't know the person. I don't, like, 3 times in nearly fucking 8, 9, 10 months.
Then it's not enough.
No shit. It's not enough, which is why I don't feel like I need to be begging for the friendship back. I feel bad about how this whole thing went down, obviously. Mostly I just feel bad because it's like, I've known this entire time I'm meant to be doing philosophy, not psychology. I've beaten my head against a fucking brick wall for God knows how many years, making everything worse, just to make sure I get there. And I'm just so fucking angry at, I don't even know. Just, it's like it's... I don't know. I don't know how to be right now. Nothing feels right. In less than a week, I've gone from... I talk to Grant every day. Every day. And because of the friendship we've got, it's almost like I've lost him completely. Because I've met his wife. His whole family was there. I've known him and been to his family functions for over 10 years, yeah? So they know me. They know who I am. And, like, we're talking, and they were telling me all about how his ex was super, super fucking jealous and intimidated by me. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And then they explained all the reasons why. And I was like, the dude's old enough to be like, I'm like, no, like, it wouldn't even cross my mind. And obviously his wife's there. And it's like, I literally said to her, you've got absolutely nothing to worry about, like not even a little bit. And that's besides the fact that I'm in love with someone I haven't seen in 6 years. So, like, but like I said, it is what it is. In a way, it's
And
almost
when
like it's
wife
better.
can come back, how often do you get to speak to him?
I've spoken to him on the phone once because I needed to check what time his birthday drink started. That's it. It's almost it'll be 2 weeks on Monday. Like,
Okay.
I don't know why women seem to think I'm out to steal their husbands. Yeah? And I can't understand how bad that might sound in relation to Mr. X, but that's a different thing. In general, like, I couldn't care less. Like, I'm having a relationship with me, myself, and I don't have even the energy for anything else, let alone trying to seduce someone's husband who's 60.
I don't think the wife has made any allegations of anything different.
I'm not saying she has, I'm just saying
Maybe
I can't have
the
my...
lack of contact is more about them just finding their normal.
Oh, of course, I understand all of that, and I get that. But I also saw them with my own two eyes. I fully understand it's been a long time. They're going to need to adjust and all that shit. Of course I do. I don't think or didn't think at any level I'd be talking to him every day like I used to. That's a given. Maybe I just really don't communicate even half as well as I think I do.
Maybe you just miss your friends. Maybe you feel alone.
I am alone. I am very much alone. It's not about being lonely. It's about the fact that it turns out my brain is broken and I don't seem to be able to do anything because I didn't know that this is fucking happening. And it's like, I feel like everything I could be good at in life is just fucking... I'm going to take that back and say I'm really fucking grateful. I have realised it's philosophy I want to do. I don't want to have to do placement. I don't want to have to do any of it. I finally put my feet on the ground because I don't know where I've been except up in the clouds for the last 6 years. And when I actually really registered in myself, put myself into, say, your shoes or someone's shoes like you, being in a clinicianal thing, being all of it and everything that would have to take place to get there, I just really realized fully for the first time when I did that how crazy I've been by thinking that I even want to do this, because I don't. I want to understand psych, yes, but not to the point where I want to start smashing my head against fucking walls because I am so out of my mind. And I've had enough. Philosophy. I'm a big picture person, and look, let's face it, I'm alone because I'm obviously supposed to be. Like, Andrew's always saying to me, have you thought about joining this? Have you thought about that? With the motorbike this? I was like, I meet people everywhere. I talk to people all the time. I am not the sort of person who's ashamed or worried or embarrassed about asking to exchange details, asking for a catch-up, asking to do something with someone. I do it all the time. I'm very much put myself out there. It's not coming back. I can just now see that. And I know I'll get to the point where I'm okay with it, but right now it's Thursday and I'm in the midst of this shit.
And it hurts.
Yeah, I feel like I got like tears behind my eyes constantly since this happened. So I have lost full interest in everything. Like, I'm enjoying the content and I'm just trying to get myself back into it because I obviously still have to finish these 3 units. Thankfully, like I said, I've now received my second invitation to Philosophy Honours, and they're doing a meet and greet thing in September. So I will absolutely be going to that. I will stay, obviously, a campus student, especially with philosophy. I mean, if I take away all the bullshit that's happened aside with people, when it comes to uni, obviously my negative emotions are 100% crowding my positive ones right now, but there's some there. When I think about being able to finish this unit and the last 3 for psych without the pressure of forcing myself to want to do honours, knowing, like, I had the most eye-opening conversation with the rest of the students in the group chat, and I had no idea, and now that they've said it, it makes obviously perfect sense. I'm paying for my uni stuff up front, but I get the Commonwealth Place stuff, yeah? But with the funding being cut from the government, the amount of students being let in are smaller, so the grades are higher. Mid-year intake, literally just been, was 84% and above WAM needed to get into psych honours. I know. So I'm so happy because now I'm just like, I don't care. Not enough. Like, I will pass my degree, obviously. Oh, the echoing is back. Fucking back. It's driving me crazy.
There's nothing wrong with you doing what you want to do. And if we were having a conversation around you thinking that you couldn't do honors in psych, or you wouldn't, which we've had many times.
I think I could. I just genuinely don't want to.
We'd be having a very different conversation because you absolutely could, and you can do anything that you put your mind to. That's what we know about you.
I quit ice by mind over matter. Yes, we do.
But this is not that you don't think you can. This is that you have made an informed decision that it's not what you want. And you don't have to apologize for that, and you don't have to worry about that. You just finish your degree, and you do your honors in something that you've loved the whole time. There are aspects of psychology that you have loved.
Oh, I still love content. I love all of the content of psych. Absolutely.
But clinicians and content aren't the same thing.
I know.
Theoretical research and philosophy writings and investigations aren't the same thing as in the room treatment.
And I don't want to do any of that stuff. Even try to imagine having to be calm and all these wonderful things to be an actual psychologist. Now that I'm down here on the ground with everybody else, I'm like,
we're not calm.
Was I thinking? Yeah, but like, I could do what you could. I think I could do this part of what you do. I probably could. Yes? All the other stuff. I mean, I know I could do it, but what I want to do is...
But you don't want to, and that's fine.
Exactly. And now that I've finally realised that, it's like this weight has come off my shoulders in regards to uni. Because I've smashed all of my philosophy units out of the park. Because I'm good at it. Because I fucking love it so much. Whereas... I'm really enjoying what we're doing, but I want to throw things by doing a lab report. Lab reports are one of the worst things I think I know exist. They're really bad.
I recall.
I honestly didn't know I had any left, and I've still got one for the last... Oh my God, it's insane. I at least feel better with talking about everything, and it's... Like, how do I stop these fucking rage things from happening? Because I feel like I'm two people while it's happening. Like, full dissociation happening.
Funny that you mention that. There's, emotional dysregulation. I think that we could use emotional regulation skills, like in the group that you're going to go to next week.
Oh, I know. I can't fucking wait.
Obviously, you've done a few of them before.
I've done so many. Oh, but you don't want to hear the funny, craziest part? I truly hadn't registered if you'd said this until the lady on the phone said it, that it was an actual DBT therapy class, because I always forget that you're a DBT specialist, and that's why I see you. And then I was like, of course. And I actually had a little giggle because I remember... when I met you, and for a while I told you,
and I was like, okay.
For so long I was just like, no, not happening. And now I'm so excited. Obviously, like, I can't even tell you.
I never made you do the diary cards. Do you remember the diary?
Oh, I hate them. Yep, I remember all of DPT. There's a reason I didn't want to do it. Yeah. But I am gonna say to you, obviously, I don't talk about. Like, I will be talking about my filming and all that stuff, but it won't be mentioning this, obviously. And I'm only going to, and I won't be sharing it with other patients. So I thought I'd just make sure you know that we're on the same, yeah, because I need to talk about my life. But I'm also very aware of what boundaries are now. So yes.
You can talk about group on your videos later anytime you want.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I thought I just wanted, to make sure you know. Like, I almost sent you an email when this mess in my life started saying, think of a name, woman, because otherwise you're getting called Natalie, because that one's coming to mind for Nat. I know, I don't like it either. All right.
That won't work for me.
What about Ash? No, I've gotten Ashley already. Anyway, but I have it here. I'm looking for, wait, do I have to wear a fancy type of mask? Those N95 ones you said, or just normal ones, okay, yeah?
Yeah.
I thought I would get really angry and cry today, and
you got a little angry.
Yeah, but I meant like
not at me.
More like I don't know. I feel really bad, like I said, for what I said to Rachel. Plus, she kept saying stuff, and I was like, "Stop talking like you know what you're talking about," because I know for a fact you don't watch or read anything of my stuff. All right? I was like, "Believe you me, I would know." Yeah. And then she's obviously, with all this bullshit happened, read the last few things, which is about this happening. Oh, she got mad about one thing, but she also got confused because I had to make it clear to her and everyone I have not asked anybody's permission to make these videos or stories, because everything's anonymous. And even if someone wanted to go to all the trouble to figure out who I am, based on, unfortunately, oversharing a bit about uni campus, like, you could probably figure it out if you, do you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I didn't know her address for the first fucking over a year. Most of my friends, I have no idea where they live, and they're my friends. I don't know my friends' addresses. I don't know my friends' business, company, whoever they work for. I don't know any of it. So, yeah, like, no one has to worry about their identity going out there. You know what I mean?
The demographic details aren't necessary for friendship as such.
Thank you. I mean, it would be good if, as we started this off, like, I want to be able to see people, but it's, I know.
But, like, you don't need to, say, for example, know if your friend's husband is a welder.
That's what I mean.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If I don't know, no one should be worried about the videos. Do you know what I mean? The only details I put out there are my name, and I'm in the western area of Melbourne. That's it, because I went to the Werribee Plaza once to buy my pretty ring. But other than that, yeah, like, this is what's been screwing with me.
Like, very specific. I went to Werribee Plaza once.
Yeah, because I told the man with the ring that I would do a shout out to his company to send people there.
Oh, where'd you get it? Do it.
I did, darling. That's the thing. I make these videos. This is what I do. On Tuesday night, the reason I was able to calm down myself was because, like I said, I went to keep sending these messages, registered what I was doing, pulled myself out of it, transferred it to a document page, and then just wrote, because I needed to write it out. And that's sort of, even again, when I was like, I've been saying it for so long. I'm studying to complement my storytelling, big picture person. I'm a big picture person. And I have no interest in being a psych. So it was like I just hadn't been able to hear myself this whole time. But I
think that you had you put an expectation on yourself based on societal opinions about what it means to be a psychologist
100%.
Or what it means to not be after doing 6 years of a degree in psychology. Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. That's exactly it. But, I'm good with it.
I know a lot of great people who are not psychologists, and I know a lot of psychologists that are not great people.
I believe you. I know. That's why people have sometimes got to, meet a few before they find the right fit.
That's right.
But, yeah, I'm looking forward to group therapy. I just find it quite amusing, truthfully.
It'll be really good. I think that the girls have a good plan. they talk about it with passion and a vigor that reminds me of a mini me
I like it.
before I became old and jaded.
Don't say that. You're like how many couple years older than me? You're 50's the new 30, woman. Like, you're fine. That's what I reckon. That's shocking. When people say that shit to me, I tell them to go and stand in front of a mirror and tell themselves they're beautiful 3 times in a row.
Yeah, tomorrow.
There's these people who are riding motorbikes to the house next door, and well, because the plumbers have been here all day. First my plumber, then the council plumbers, and this woman pulled up on a bike just after I got back from picking up my groceries, and it was very apparent by the way she was riding that she was a very novice. And there's that part of me that wants to knock on the door and be like, hey, I ride motorbikes too, do you want to learn together? But then there's the other part of me that goes, that's the house I should probably stay away from. So, but yeah, I know.
I think it's probably better for you to stay away, but at the same time, if you didn't, it would be okay because you are still yourself and you still are in control of you and you still get to make good decisions for you.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about me relapsing and all that bullshit with ice and stuff, but like the other day, boss was losing his fucking mind. I thought it was because of the puppies. He's always barking. I went out there, and there's this man outside of the guy who talks to me's window with this massively long stick or fucking something, wielding it like a fucking whatever. And I said to Andrew, I was like, I hate using this term, but it made me think of ice rage. So I very quickly got my dog inside and locked all the doors. So... But yeah.
How is Boss? Where is he?
He's over
Can't
there.
see him.
Oh, he's on the couch. He's all blended in.
He's happy.
He is happy. He's good. He's
Has he been for a walk? You doing things for you?
I was until this bullshit started. Now, no. I was about to say that he has not been walked for a little while. So.
Well, until now, he hasn't been walked, but you do get to start again.
Yeah, well, hey, like I said, I haven't done a lot, but I started doing my weekly content this morning, so I've been working my way through uni stuff.
But it might be nice to step away from it, and get some...
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's sunny.
It looks like a shit day, but I don't know. Your side is sunny. Your face is sunny.
It's blinding me. Yeah, no, it's sunny.
It's
so.
not sunny here, so... Maybe consider that because we're not that far away from each other. So
no, it's definitely on my list of stuff to do because I've been listening to my textbook while we walk, and
you might need to just leave the textbook for now and just spend some time grounding yourself. Not because you have 75 things to do, but something because you need to sometimes just get back into you.
Interesting you say that because it's only now nearing this end of the session that I have started to feel like me since this started, because even during my calm moments I haven't felt like myself at all since this started.
And I think what we know about you is when you do become dysregulated, you can get stuck there. And one of the only things that helps, one, the videos, because you talk through things and you let it out. And once it's out, it feels like it's a little bit
so much.
But sometimes that will, so far in this situation, since Rachel on Tuesday or whatever it was, that's not worked. Yeah. So sometimes you have to literally take yourself out of the situation, give yourself that approved break that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Get back into who you are and reground into what matters. And then you can go forward a little bit more reflectively.
Well, I mean, I hear what you're saying because, like I said, I've just been such a nightmare even before this stuff with my assignment, but having now realised what I have about philosophy, I am obviously doing what I can, but I'm sure as shit not going to break myself. And as you know, you're my psychologist, I can have extensions if I need.
You're more productive when you have a break.
Well, yes, true, but I was saying you must not get this, you know, if you cannot get extensions, you cannot do this, you cannot, giving myself all these stupid rules again, whereas that doesn't help me. And even though I think I'll be fine given the due date, I'm now just like, if I need one, I need one. Like,
I'm not saying I'm not saying take a week off and don't go back to it. I'm saying, okay, so what? Take an hour.
Yeah.
Give yourself,
Breathing,
some
yeah.
self-care time,
Mm-hmm.
and then do it. But
I hear
you
ya.
can give yourself a proper break, because it's not like, you give yourself an hour off, you give yourself an hour off. What really changes in an hour,
Nothing.
other than you become you again?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I have had, like, yesterday I didn't do any stuff really, and
Yeah, but
that's
did
fine.
you have it open on your thing, and it's like all right there? So like sometimes you need to turn it off.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I do. Thank you. All right.
That's what works for you.
I know. I'm remembering the self compassion, and I've really, like, before we finish up, I will say the one thing I really think that's been helping me, and more than that, I'm just proud that I'm remembering to do it, is that I'm constantly asking myself, what would you say to your friend if they felt exactly like you do? And I've been talking about it on my videos, saying I'm heightenedly aware now of
Yep.
how different I speak to myself than I would to others.
Yes. And sometimes, yes. I mean, yes. And I feel like sometimes when you feel really alone, you're one of those people feels like might need a hug, that sort of thing. You can't have anybody who hug you right now. So you need to give yourself a virtual hug, like a metaphorical, like real compassion. I know people give themselves like real touch.
Oh, I do that, and
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 just be
and
nice.
boss, don't you worry, I am
Oh, yeah,
exactly
boss.
that
Boss can sit
person.
on you. He weighs more.
He's like maybe 6, 7 kilos less than me, literally. Maybe not even.
Well,
Yeah, I know. But
get him to do his therapy job.
he's
Therapy
amazing.
job job.
He's been good. He's been great. And you're right. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go
It
for a
won't be
walk.
beautiful for long.
I know, and you're 100% right. So yeah, I'm feeling on. Like I said, I feel more like myself now than I have since this started, and that's really good because I know I'll get there. Of course I do.
You will. Of course you will.
I don't think I'm seeing you again before group. I don't think so. Oh, did you
Well,
happen?
group starts next week, so probably not.
I know. Well, yeah, exactly. I still think I need to send you the paperwork. Do I? I didn't get.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
For
send that.
some reason, her PA and my PA can't seem to make it work.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna walk boss first, and then I'll send it to you. All right? I've just written it down. All right.
Later. It's
Cool.
fine. Next week. Whenever. Doesn't matter. Really matter.
What time do you finish?
Today,
Mm.
I think today at 6. I think today at 6. And then we were thinking it could be 5. Me, because there's a dinner happening because
Today. Oh wow.
tomorrow.
Nice. Mm.
So that will happen. But I think my darling husband might provide me with dinner.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna pause that for a second. Oh, I think I did this right. I just paused the end of the video because we were talking about stuff that isn't able to go online. I'm really hoping that it's not echoey all the way throughout this video, because it was echoey off and on here. Got no idea. Either way, I'm going to upload this, and yeah, I'm going to go and walk boss. But I guess I just want to say I'm feeling more like myself again. So much more like myself again. And my therapy session went a lot better than I thought it was going to. So yeah, till later.